Hi there, team, from a very wet FitLab CrossFit 3000. We had a storm today, as you know, and the gym didn't hold up too well. Front room was good, back room was battling. Coach Wayne gave me a call at about whenever the storm hit, and we had a bit of a waterfall in the just where the cable machines are there. So you can see behind me a lot of no long-term damage, by the way. Gym's still standing, gym's still fine. Just a lot of waterlogged mats and kettlebells and stuff being moved around. The cable machines might take a day or two to dry. So what that means, this area over here, cable machines and the rest will be out of bounds for about 24 hours. We'll dry it out, clean the debris, and then it should be good to go again. If anyone remembers our last location in Clark Street, this is nothing compared to that. So we're well equipped to deal with any sort of leaks that come about. Cool. So what's been going on? We have had a big week in the gym. Big week for me as well. I went away last week for something called Coaches Congress. Coaches Congress is a worldwide conference in the fitness industry, mostly CrossFit related, and it's in a few cities around the world. And one of them they picked this year was Wollongong. So a lot of coaches, gym owners, gym enthusiasts went along to this congress in Wollongong for a couple of days of networking, working out, workshops, seminars, all the rest. So really good fun, great to network and meet other people in our position, my position, and share ideas and learn what they're doing well and learn from some experts in the field as well. Some takeaways, went to some great pre and postnatal staff workshops and seminars on how to better train ladies going through pregnancy, also ladies going through menopause, and then some brilliant stuff in youth fitness. We do that in here, as you might know, with Albert Park College, where they're provider for their group fitness elective. So we think of it like PE class. Once a week we have a bunch of students come in here and do CrossFit. So some great ideas to take away for that. Met Matt Fraser. Matt Fraser is probably the best. Getting a phone call. I'm gonna have to get that. One tick. Sorry team, just got a phone call. Matt Fraser, I think I got up to. So Matt Fraser's probably the greatest male CrossFitter of all time, and he came down to the conference and trained and took workshops and did some Q&A, and lucky enough to be at a dinner with him on Thursday night and got to meet him too. So really lovely fella. Massive hands, big gorilla hands, good for all his gymnastics and weightlifting he's been doing. And yeah, a bit of a thrill for someone you've seen on TV for so long. Meeting him in person was pretty cool. What's going on at FitLab? Plenty. As we steam towards the end of the year, we have firstly the Halloween workout this Friday. Finished programming the workout. It's going to be trick-or-treat themed, so make of that what you will. There will be some trick-or-treat challenges throughout the workout. It's going to be a partner workout as well. There'll be prizes up for grabs, best dressed, best effort, person who get the most reps in the workout. That's from 5:30 on Friday. The class will end at normal time, 6:30, and then we'll go for a few drinks and food at Pirate Life around the corner from here, walkable distance from the gym. So come in for that, it's going to be good fun. Programming. So last week we continued our gymnastics focus, had some excellent highlights from Thursday's class actually. This was firstly Sarah Phillips, first pull-up, so shout out for Sarah for getting her first kipping pull-up. Paul got many strict pull-ups and started to string together kipping pull-ups on Thursday as well. And that's when we have the space to work on those things, that's when that happens. It's not going to happen in a workout in a 21-15-9 pull-ups and thrusters. We're just moving too quickly and the stimulus isn't designed for you to be chipping away at keeping pull-ups. But having that space in EMOMs and having that space in skill work is where you're going to start to develop and work towards the next progression. So well done for you guys, and you'll get more of a chance to work on that this week with a few more benchmarks. The gymnastics theme continues this week. We've got 2 tests for bodyweight movements. The first one is called Nate. This is a hero workout. And Nate is a test of gymnastic skills of the muscle up and the handstand push-ups. So 2 advanced skills there, also the kettlebell swing. But really it's about muscle ups and handstand push-ups. 20-minute AMRAP. 2 muscle ups, 4 handstand push-ups, and 8 American kettlebell swings, a heavy kettlebell swing. If you don't have muscle ups or you don't have handstand push-ups, you'll do a scaled down version, and that'll be pull-ups and push-ups, or pull-ups and handstand push-ups, chest to bar pull-ups or handstand push-ups and handstand push-ups. So you can choose a version that's challenge for you, and a version that you can get at least 10 rounds with. Just a terrific workout to test your pulling and pushing strength, also under a fair bit of fatigue from the heavy kettlebell. The other workout, this is a different stimulus because it's a very, it's more about muscle endurance. So NATE is characterized by short repetition, so you're able to get lots and lots of rounds. The next workout that we're testing is called Barbara, and Barbara is on Saturday. This is one of the original CrossFit benchmarks, tests muscle endurance, a lot of reps of pull-ups, push-ups, sit-ups, air squats. I might be missing one. Pull-ups, push-ups, sit-ups, air squats. I think that might be it. And Barbara is, again, one of our benchmark workouts, and this is 5 rounds, 3-minute rest between each round, and you can do 20 pull-ups, 30 push-ups, 40 sit-ups, and 50 air squats. Yeah, that's what it is. And then you'll rest for 3 minutes. So 5 rounds of that. So the workout goes for a little while, and it's going to test your ability to do lots and lots of bodyweight movements. So it's a great one to come back to. We usually do it once a year around this time. And if you've been working on these gymnastics movements, which I hope you have, it's your chance to test them out. Then the other workouts this week, I won't go through them all because there's lots to go through, but they're going to be varied. So there's different sorts of gymnastics thrown in there, different sorts of barbell thrown in there, different sorts of metabolic conditioning thrown in there. Just one thing about CrossFit programming, original CrossFit programming, think of it like a triangle. At the top here, you have, where's my eyes? Top here, you have metabolic conditioning. Over here, you have weightlifting. Over here, you have gymnastics. So metabolic conditioning, what's that? Or it's actually called monostructural, but I'll simplify it. Monostructural is anything, think cardio. Running, rowing, riding, skipping, jumping. That's monostructural, doing one thing, cyclical. Weightlifting, lifting any external object. Barbell, kettlebell, dumbbell, sandbag, you name it. Anything that you're lifting, as well as your body weight, that's considered weightlifting. Then gymnastics. Gymnastics is any time you're shifting your body weight. Pull-ups, push-ups, burpees, box jumps, pistols, muscle-ups, handstand push-up, handstand variations. These are all on the gymnastics realm. So in our programming, since we follow CrossFit, we are doing a mixture of everything. So we're doing equal parts after a month, 1/3 of each, of monostructural, of weightlifting, and of gymnastics. And mixing all those elements out is when you get the broadest range of fitness. If we dominate in one area, for example, monostructural training, if we're only doing cardio, for example, if we're just doing like triathlon training or we're doing running training, you're going to be dominant in that area. So you might be brilliant at one or two things, but your weightlifting, your ability to be strong is going to suffer, and gymnastics, your ability to move your body weight in space is going to suffer as well, because you're spending all your time doing monostructural. Likewise, if you're a weightlifter and you're just spending all your time doing weightlifting, you're going to get great at that. You might get great at the snatch, clean and jerk, back squat, deadlift. However, you may not be able to jog around the block. In CrossFit, we want you to be pretty good at weightlifting, pretty good at jogging around the block, pretty good at doing pull-ups and push-ups and all the gymnastic stuff. Now, it's normal that we have a disposition to one of these things. So naturally, you might be good at one, and you might have done more practice in one. You might come from a sport where you've done more weightlifting or you've done more running. What CrossFit does is try to get an even balance between those three elements, which is why every day in here is different, and why we're trying to get as much variation as we can across the board to give you the broadest range of fitness. That's a little bit about programming. That's about it for this week. One thing that I just took away, which I think might be interesting for you, is some statistics. And this came from people talking about just how important consistency is in the gym. This is from the seminar during the week. So out of gym memberships, including Globo gyms, CrossFit gyms, any gyms, 13% of people who sign up for gyms sign up and never go. So they sign up for a 6-month, 12-month membership, they never even step in the doors. That's the only time they will. Crazy. 13%. Another 13% sign up and go once. So what that means is 1/4 of people sign up to the gym and really never go. So when we talk about what an investment fitness is, really you've got to look at, okay, how much am I going? Because what an awful investment. Even if you are paying $10 a week, if you're not showing and that's just sitting there, that is a horrible, horrible investment of your time and of your money and of your energy. Because an opportunity cost, from my common economists in the room, you lose the ability to do something else. So yeah, that just startled me, and why I think our job is so important as coaches, and why your job as members is really important for leading the way in what consistent training looks like and what consistent training can do. So I'll leave you with that. Keep fighting the good fight. Keep showing up as all of you do. That's why we love you so much, and let's have an awesome week.